minus 34.
Well, hello. I got distracted by listening to heaps of YouTube videos, damn it. I'm going to show you my private playlist called Rapturitis. In other news, before I go onto YouTube again, I'm getting a call on Monday, and I'm going to ask these people to email me a quote so that my plan manager can pay for the air fryer, because if I purchase it through the website, I've got to use my own money. But if I get a quote, then I can send it to my plan manager and they can pay for it for me so that I don't have to use my money to pay for it. Like, I could purchase it and then the plan manager can put the money into my account, but I think it's much easier if they take the quote and actually pay for this for me. So that's all happening because I got involved. I got this, I won't say it on YouTube, but I got this disability company involved straight away. I found out another company don't currently have this two-drawer air fryer. They've only got the single drawer air fryer, and I want the two-drawer one because it's just better. So I have to get it from this other company.
Edit mode. Amazon Alexa.
Anyway, let's get on to YouTube.
Suncorp Bank. Recorder. Voice. Netflix. YouTube.
Let's get on to YouTube.
Loading videos. Button. YouTube Premium. Tab 5 of 5. Cast.
I'm going to my playlists. I am. Sorry for yawning, but, you know, we're coming to the end of the day. I have subscribed to a couple of channels. Yes, they use AI, but the information, incredibly and thankfully, is quite accurate. So I'm keeping those channels.
Nephilim to Gary Wayne AI Quantum Portals and View All. Button. History. Turn on Google account. Switch account.
I'll be watching those videos.
Add Super Michelle. Settings. Search. Notification. Search. Set it. Switch. Google. Turn on share channel. History. View all. Button. Subscriptions. Create. Tab. Short. Home. Close. Video. Play. Button. Video. Close. Button. Close.
I'll go back to that video.
5 videos. All things. Download. Your vid. 51. 3 videos. Animal rescue. 4 video. View all. Create a new playlist. View all. Button. Back.
I'm going
button.
to. It is called Rapturitis.
Playlist. Playlist. Like videos. Playlist. Movies and document. Playlist. Playlist. Rapturitis. Private 42 videos updated today. Button.
42 videos. Radio.
Back. Button. Home. Activity indicator. In progress. Is the red
Let's
heifer.
have a
Home.
look.
Activity indicator. In progress. Home. Tab. Short. Home. Will Rosh Hashanah's trumpet call us to heaven. Vertical line Tom Hughes. Shalom in Messiah Ministries. Third temple update. Perfect red heifer. Home. Will Rosh Hashanah. Vertical. Third temple update. Will Rosh Hashanah's trumpet call us to heaven. Vertical line Tom Hughes. Shalom in Messiah Ministries. 55 minutes. 1 second. Button. Third temple update. Perfect red heifer approved. First stone to be laid soon. ANR News. 5 minutes. 3 seconds.
No, because unfortunately that still hasn't even happened.
Egypt amasses forces on Israel's southern border. Vertical line World War III about to start. The Israel dies. 55 minutes. 40 seconds.
No, actually World War III is not starting up. I don't know why people are assuming that just because Egypt is sending its army to Israel's doorstep that suddenly World War III is going to happen. That's just fear-mongering and throwing around a whole lot of conspiracy theories right there.
UFO disclosure. They have arrived. Disclosure soon. L.A. Marzulli. 16 minutes. 48 seconds. Button.
They haven't arrived yet. The disclosure bullshit is not going to happen yet.
Sanhedrin vertical line prepared for third temple. R$Sine. Rise. 14
No.
minutes. 2025. The year ahead vertical line the week in Bible prophecy. Prophecy watchers. 46 minutes. 19 seconds. Button.
Nah.
Where is the drone psyop taking us? Now the end begin. Secrets of the third temple.
This is why I save all these videos to Rapturitis, because 6 months down the road I can say, well, we're still here and nothing's changed. Why are we talking about World War III and we haven't even started World War III? And why are we talking about aliens showing up when they haven't even, I don't know, hit the skies yet? Like, they've been around for centuries if they're real.
Are we walking through the valley of the shadow of death? Israel with a line. Israel with a line. 20.
No, we kind of are, yes, but life still has to go on.
Who is the prince of the covenant that just launched the tribulation? Stones for the third.
No, the tribulation hasn't been launched, actually.
Red heifer update. The heifers are ready, but the Jews want peace. Vertical line. Red heifer prophecy.
The Jews want peace. The Jews have been wanting peace for 2,000 years, and the red heifer...
Red heifer update. The heifers are ready, but the...
Well, no, the red heifers are not ready, and when I read the Old Testament about the red heifer sacrifice, God didn't say, hey, burn several red heifers and do a practice. Do the practice run before you do the real thing. It didn't say that. It just said, burn several red heifers and you've got the real deal. You know, don't do a practice run. I suppose these days, with training and university and all that being the way it is, people would have to get some red heifers that have been disqualified and burn them in the same fashion they will burn the real red heifer, but not actually burn the real red heifer sacrifice yet. So the people in Israel haven't even burnt the real sacrifice. Yes, they've been practicing with cows that aren't the purification ashes of cleansing that they need. If they sacrifice a cow and it's not red, it's not acceptable as use for ashes of cleansing because it has to be completely red, you know. But anyway, something will happen soon. When? Could be tomorrow. It could be in 100 years. Who knows?
Is the red heifer sacrifice coming soon? Adieu, Levi.
All these video titles are making me yawn because nothing has happened for months and isn't likely to occur. By the end of September, YouTube is going to do a collective sigh of relief and go, well, October coming in and life is going along normally and all the hysteria has passed. What do we look forward to next? Like, seriously, guys, just stop all the fear-mongering and stop all the hysteria and stop all the rapturitis and stop all the alien mania and stop all the UFO phenomenon means aliens are on the earth announcements and BS like that. It's just, even if some of it is real, it's not as catastrophic as we make it out to be right now. obviously the world can change. Antarctica could break open at any day. It could happen in the next 10 or 20 or 50 or 100 years. If Antarctica breaks open and a huge big crack breaks the whole Earth, not the whole Earth, but that whole area where the Antarctic ice sheet is, if all that breaks a huge crack in the Earth and you have one big gaping hole that looks like a volcano could erupt out of it and other stupid things go on with that, then, oh my God, I'll be looking into it and going, yeah, something's on the horizon. Look out, guys. Buckle your seatbelts. Life's about to change into a new epoch. What's it going to be like? Get ready for the unknown to change the world as we know it forever. But until then, expect life to go on as normal.
Left Behind, Rise of the Antichrist, 2023.
Behind,
Vertical
Rise
Line
of
full
the
action drama movie.
Antichrist.
Vertical Line Kevin Sorbo, Neil McDonough, 101 films, 1 hour, 55 minutes, 46 seconds. Button.
I've watched that movie before. It's a pretty good movie, the Left Behind movie. I'm going to wait until I've got enough money to purchase some more Kindle books. That will be several months away, unfortunately. Several months away. But anyway, when I purchase books, I'm getting all of the Left Behind series. I get that some of you don't like it. There are a lot of books that I have that a lot of people don't like, and that's fine. I can read whatever book I want to freaking read, and that's that. But with all seriousness and jokes and that aside, yeah, I'll be purchasing several more Kindle books, just not at this time because of other appointments. And if I'm told, nope, you've got to purchase this air fryer yourself, then I might have to look forward to arranging a fucking reimbursement to come to my bank account, which will take a few days, but it'll happen. But I would really like this plan manager to take the quote and say, okay, that's good enough, we're going to actually purchase it.
Why is the red heifer important for the third temp?
Yeah, there's all these videos and life just hasn't changed.
Last day's vertical. Are these signs that humanity is on the brink of the tribulation? End time headlines. 1 hour, 4 seconds. Button. 10 prophecies that are about to be fulfilled. Lion of Judah. 27 minutes, 59 seconds. Button.
Well, prophecies are not being fulfilled yet because I got rid of Lion of Judah ages ago. I thought it was a good channel until it started bullshitting with all of its videos, and I'm thinking, it's going to wait until next year and then it's going to say
10 prophecies that are about to...
another 10 prophecies that are about to be fulfilled. And next year, after that, 2027, it will say the same thing. In 2028, the channel will say the same thing. So I ended up ditching that channel ages ago.
Is this the man to bring peace to Israel before the book of Revelation happens? 8 minutes, 37 seconds. Is this the man to bring peace to Israel before the book of Revelation happens? Sling and Stone. 8 minutes.
I don't like Sling and Stone either. He's a bit of a conspiracy nut. Okay, occasionally having a conspiracy theory or two is okay to think about and consider stuff outside the box of normal how we normally view our current paradigm and all this crap, but he is way out there. Like, nothing he has said has even come true. And then he keeps changing the dates on his prophetic predictions constantly. Like, yeah, he's fake. He is fake.
Israel airstrikes target Syrian army, U.S., to recognize a Palestinian state. Vertical line Watchman newscast. Eric Stackelbeck on TBN. 13.
I got rid of this channel. I got rid of,
Israel airstrikes target Syrian army, U.S., to recognize a Palestinian state. Vertical line Watchman newscast. Eric Stackelbeck on TBN.
Eric Steckelback. I got rid of his channel because all he ever does is bloody fearmonger. Israel, don't get me wrong, I don't support anti-Semitism, and I don't think, because Israel's been at war for years and it's had trouble for centuries, don't turn your back and, isolate it and say, let's take Israel to court because it deserves international scrutiny and all this shit. Don't do that. If you do that, you can do whatever you want. I just don't support your anti-Semitic beliefs and opinions. That doesn't mean you can't have them. I won't say you can't have them. I don't think you should have anti-Semitic ideologies against Jews and Israel. I don't think anyone should do that. But hey, you have your opinions, I have mine. But I'm still not supporting anti-Semitism. Think what you want. I'm not suggesting Jewish people are 100% perfect because they, like everyone else, fuck up from time to time. I get it. But I am not supporting death threats and violence against Israel or Jews. No fucking way. Don't bring that shit into my life. Just do not. But in any case, I don't like all the fear-mongering going on this freaking platform. So, yeah. Just going through these videos is kind of pissing me off, so I'm going to stop for now. It's giving me the shits.
Playlist. Rapturitis. Videos updated today. Button. Home. Tab. 1 of 5. Selected. Home. People are going missing living homeless in America 16 minutes. Go to channel in real time 300. Go to channel. Gary Wayne. What really happens at. Explore menu. Gary Wayne. What really happens at the end of the age part 1 hour. 19 minutes. 5 seconds. Go to channel Gary Wayne Christian Contrarian. 4.7 thousand views 2 days ago. Go to channel.
Yeah, okay. I'll listen to his podcast as well as all the other videos I've got going or will be listening to later. What a pity I can't play some of the sortie quests. I can't play some of the little sortie quest games on silence because when you're doing fishing and the game is silenced, you can't hear when the fish are under your boat. So then you tap the cast line button and it says, you haven't got your hook close enough to catch the fish, you're returning to the actions page, and you're like, God damn it. So to keep fishing, you've got to hear a noise, then hit the cast line button straight away. If you don't hear a noise, you don't hit cast line. So when it says fish again, you double tap it, and then you don't double tap cast line unless you actually hear a noise. If you don't hear a noise, it will force you back to the actions page if you try to cast your fishing line, which is pretty stupid to be honest, but that's just the design of this game. And when I've got some actual money, I'm going to subscribe, because I'll get money next week to subscribe to this game, and I can subscribe for $15 a month. I don't know if I've got to pay for extra medications. Maybe that won't work. I don't know. I think you've got to pay the full subscription each month of $15 in order to get all benefits out of the game. Otherwise, you only you get most features and you kill most enemies, but if you don't pay the full subscription, you can't get all the enemies, I don't think, which I find really, really stupid, because if I pay for this game and then I offload it to iCloud and get a new phone, I've fully lost all my progress and I have to start again. I mean, that's not what I want. That's not how I want to play the game. Like, I don't want to pay a subscription only to find out that you can't save the game properly if you accidentally delete the app, or you get a new phone and you've got to reload the app from iCloud onto the phone, and then I don't know if it saves the data or not, but if it doesn't, that's a pretty stupid reason to be keeping a subscription when the game can't even save your progress. I've got several other games in my phone that I can load them onto iCloud, keep on playing the game, and then I can load the updated game to iCloud again, and then when I load the game into the phone, if I delete the app, I can play the last or most recently saved game by loading my recent game from iCloud, and that's it. I can just keep playing it. I don't have to start from the beginning every time. Oh, but in any case, we'll see what the deal is. Perhaps I could pay for the subscription next week and then just cancel it. And if I think it's worth keeping the subscription, I can wait till it says, you know, your subscription's expiring, please renew it. If I think it's worth the renewal, I'll do it. If I don't think it's worth it, then I won't renew the subscription.
People are going missing. Go to channel. Button. Arizona Sphinx. Petrified trees. Rock faces. Mountains from a new perspective. Topics for discussion 13 minutes. 3 seconds. Go to channel. Jared Boosters 832,000 views. Go to Tom Horn discusses Masonic Viewer 2025 to 14 minutes. 29 seconds. Go to channel. Glenwood Sabbath Assembly 84,000 views 1 year ago. Play video. Button.
No.
Action menu. Report. Don't recommend channel.
Don't want to watch that channel.
Moses. Go to channel. Moses tells us exactly how the Nephilim returned after the flood 21 minutes. 15 seconds. Go to channel. Rob Skiba 4.2 million views 9 years ago. Play video. Button.
No, those videos
Action menu.
have been
Report.
uploaded
Button.
ages
Don't recommend channel.
ago.
Button. We won't recommend Ezekiel 2025 vertical line full movie. Go to Richard D. Paul exposes how Kate and Jerry McCann faked the abduction story. Vertical line Madeline McCann 1 hour 4 minutes 19 seconds. Go to channel True Crime Stories hour 11,000 views 2 days ago. Play video.
True Crime Stories hour. Okay. I might have to check that channel out to see if they're worth watching or binging. If I can go to a channel and binge their videos for the next 4 hours, then it's worth subscribing for the next 50 years as far as I'm concerned. If I have to get onto a channel and watch every single video before I can even consider eating and drinking, even though I have to pull myself away and have something to eat and then go back and then tear myself away to eat, well, that's a pretty good channel.
Go. The Pacific Plate is stirring. Chain reaction. 11 minutes. Go. The Pacific Plate is stirring. Can it trigger a chain reaction? 11 minutes. 24 seconds. Go to channel Geosphere 49,000 views 2 days ago. Go to channel.
How do they know
The Pacific Plate is stirring.
that
Go
the
to channel.
Pacific Plate is even stirring? Like, this is all crap.
Go to channel. The Man Who Found the Ark. Unveiling Ron Wyatt's incredible journey with Kevin Fisher 38 minutes. 46 seconds. Go to channel Pastor AJ Platt 31,000 views 1 year ago. Play video. Button.
Some of these people talked about Ron Wyatt for years, but only recently, a few months ago, his widow talked to someone and got herself onto, I don't think she's got her own YouTube channel, but she allowed someone to talk to her over YouTube. And I'm starting to go from Ron Wyatt is a load of nonsense to maybe he is telling the truth. I've heard the psychological theory, if you hear something often enough you'll believe it, but that's not critical theory or critical thinking. That's just brainwashing. You know, if I tell people they're going to burn in hell often enough, they'll believe me and wish they could find a way to not burn in hell, and in which case I can tell them anything and they'll believe me. That's brainwashing. So if you tell me something often enough and I don't want to be brainwashed, I'm not going to actually believe what I'm told until I know that it's actually true. You know, you can tell me for the next 50 years that something's true or I'm doing something wrong and I'll be like, no, I'm not, and no, it's not true. It's all a heap of hogwash until something changes my mind. You know, anyone can be brainwashed, but not everyone does get brainwashed. I don't allow myself to get brainwashed as much as possible because you can be conned into believing anything if you let people give you the chance to con you.
Go to channel. Blunt County Sheriff on arrest of corrections officer charged with child pornography. Solicitation 19 minutes. 19 seconds. Go to episode 4. Nephilim apparitions and Skinwalker Tech W/LA Marzuli 46 minutes. 30 seconds. Go to channel Pounders Quest 22,000 views 8 days ago. Click.
Okay.
Episode 4. Nephilim apparitions and Skinwalker Tech Go to channel.
Yeah.
But what was said 5 years ago about 2025 Tom Horn 6 minutes. 28 seconds. Go to exposed. How paganism infiltrated modern Christianity 19 minutes. 55 seconds. Go to channel Bible Hope TV 799 views 3 months ago.
I think that's why I don't do church, because church mixed with paganism in 300 AD, and now it's a religion rather than 12 people met Jesus. Jesus died and rose from the dead. And then some stupid Roman emperor went, oh, let's turn this into a legal, official religious dogma, and we'll mix all of this relationship with Jesus into all these different rules and rituals. And now it's a religion, so if you don't believe in the religion, you get yourself killed, basically. So it's not just read the Bible and if Jesus said do something and you don't, you'll die. It's not what the New Testament even says. But this idiot who ruled Rome twisted the Bible into a religious expose and didn't give people a choice about what to believe, just forced them, and killed anyone who didn't believe. Like, I don't know how he decided that Jesus wanted people dead if they didn't believe in him. I don't get it. I mean, he either didn't read his Bible properly, or he read some parts about the Pharisees getting condemned and stuff, which, if you look at it in context, Jesus didn't condemn every single individual on the earth. Yeah. I don't get involved with religion and politics. It's all a heap of crap. I just don't get involved in any of it.
What happened to MH370? Ashton Forbes reveals teleportation evidence 1 hour, 35 minutes, 20 seconds. Go to channel The Resilient Show 66,000 views 10 days ago. Go to channel.
I don't know.
What happened to MH370?
MH370 is a mystery in my book. I mean, maybe it was found. I don't know, but it is a mystery. So is Antarctica. Some people are saying there's nothing under the ice sheet. If you were to theoretically cut the ice sheet open, you would just find kilometres deep of ice and eventually landmass, like, dirt. It's basically dirt covered in ice, and the dirt just goes down into the earth like any other landmass. you know, if you cut it open, you'll eventually get right down into the earth. So, theoretically, Antarctica's ice sheet is just covering a landmass, and if you were to cut the landmass open, you would just get a gaping big hole into the earth with nothing at the bottom, basically just a big deep hole. And other people are speculating that there's something at the bottom of the deep hole that's going to come out of that part of the earth soon. I don't know how that'll work. I don't know what'll happen. But Antarctica is still covered in a huge, big, thick ice sheet. And no one's talking about the North Pole. The North Pole is also covered in ice. Everyone is focused on the South Pole, but not on the North Pole. If something's under the South Pole's ice sheet, why wouldn't the same be said for the North Pole? You know, people don't make any sense to me at all. So then I get into these YouTube channels and listen and go, right, you're talking about Antarctica having some spiritual significance for people who are spiritual believers. What about the North Pole? Why is that not talked about? Is it as simple as people are just making up a story for views and clicks, or is it more complicated? Is Antarctica more significant than the North Pole? Why can't the North and South Pole be as significant as each other? And why are people spiritualizing certain parts of the earth more than they're spiritualizing other parts of the earth? Like, what's going on there? I don't get any of it. Maybe one day I'll find out. Or I'll hear someone else, or find out on YouTube, or someone will actually say something. I don't know. But in any case, life is peaceful where I am, so let's just keep it that way.
Go to channel button. Home. Amazon. Suncorp. Recorder HQ.
I'm going to quit
Recorder
this
HQ.
recording now.
iPhone microphone. Stop. Button.
And I'll upload this video, and I will talk to you all again very soon. I'm getting a call on Monday, so I'll let you know what happens when I do a recording. After I get this phone call, I will know what to expect. And my current plan manager is very fast. When I send them quotes, they pay for them within 24 hours. So I send them a quote today, they pay for it tomorrow. I send it to them at 6 a.m. this morning, they pay for it this afternoon. And then I'll receive it in a couple of weeks. Oh, yes, and on recording, I will be setting up my new air fryer. And, yeah, I will be using it because I have got huge amounts of food in the freezer. So when I'm eating, I can do steamed veggies in the microwave. It's not the end of the world if I use the stovetop or the microwave. But what if I'm feeling really crappy and for a few days I just want to do steamed veggies in the microwave and food in the air fryer? Like, what's the point in setting up my stovetop when I'd rather just use the fucking air fryer for a few days? So long as I have veggies and salad, I am all sweet. I'm fine. I can have chippies and veggies and all that. I could do steamed veggies in the air fryer along with salads, or I could do fish and chips and some pumpkin and broccoli in the microwave. Like, excellent. I can't wait. Cannot wait. I cannot wait. I will be very, very, very happy. Psychiatrists think happiness is a bipolar symptom, and that's okay. I will just get put on more drugs, and then the doctor will go, "Oh, I don't think you need to keep these drugs. I think you're doing really good with your routines at home, so, your drugs are just to make your mind better, and when you're magically cured, you don't need them anymore." Which I don't care, really. I don't care. I do not care, really. I don't care. And I take herbal supplements, which you take it for me it's 7 to 14 days, and after that, do not take them anymore. And it's like, not indefinitely, where I chuck out the leftover ones in the bin, obviously, but yeah. Once I've taken them, that's it. The bottle stays in the lockbox for several weeks until I need them again. And in any case, I'm out of here. I can't decide if I'll be coming back tomorrow or Monday. So in any case, between now and when I come back, take care. Regardless of if I come back on the weekend or on Monday, so regardless of when I come back on, I will still definitely let you know on Monday what happens after this phone call and what exciting news I've got. Because if I had the money, I would have just purchased the air fryer and screenshotted my transaction and sent that with the receipt of purchase, and I would have given my bank details over, and voila, I would have gotten my money by next Tuesday. But I can't do that. I cannot do that. So my only other option is to get a phone call, insist on getting this quote, and say, look, I need because it's a large amount of money, I need the plan manager to actually do the purchase from my NDIS plan for me. So then, I'll probably have to get my occupational therapist to email my plan manager. Oh, God. So it may or may not get paid for until this air fryer may not get paid for until at least next Friday, for fuck's sake. If it was me, I'd be forcing someone to pay for it on Tuesday, but because it's the NDIS and their processes are bloody freaking tedious, I have to wait and wait and wait for fucking donkey's years. I have to wait for centuries to get what I want from the NDIS. I have to wait for years. So it'll be another 10 centuries before I get this air fryer, but at least it will be getting done. At least it will be happening. At least it'll work. It may get paid next Friday, it may get paid for the week after. I may end up being forced to purchase it. Oh, Jesus. Then it will be another 4 weeks before I can even buy it. Oh, God. Anyway, I'm hoping Monday's phone call will resolve all my issues, because if not, I will have to ring Guide Dogs. Then I will have to ring my fucking plan manager and get them to fucking sort it out for me. The reason I'm swearing a lot is because I'm fucking frustrated. It's not relevant to being right or wrong. I am fucking frustrated, is what it is. So, I am sick of the pussyfooting around with the NDIS system because I don't have money on hand to pay for shit at the moment, let alone even a crappy piece of steak. because of paying my other fucking bills, of course. Luckily, I'll have money on Monday, in which case I'll spend hardly any of it because I don't need to. And, yeah, I will get this bloody air fryer very soon. It'll turn up in the next 4 weeks, and when I get it, I'm doing a recording to say, hello guys, I'm setting up my air fryer live on recording, and I'm going to use it while recording. I'm going to make some stuff. And I don't think there's a function for bird's eye roast vegetables, so I'd have to do it manually, but it doesn't matter. I can just do it at a temperature that suits me and set it for fucking 25 minutes or something, because the old dodgy air fryer that I got from Kmart last year, it stopped working after 3 months. And when I set it up, the longest time you could have it cooking for was half an hour. You had to set it for half an hour and then set it again. This one is able to cook for 1 hour. And an hour is plenty of time. Plenty. If you need extra time, what you'd be preheating your air fryer and meat for probably 10 minutes, and then you go, okay, it's really hot. You open the drawer, you move the food around a little bit, yep, it's hot. Okay, I'm going to put it in for another 40 minutes, and then you just leave it in there. It does mean I'll have to wash my oven gloves quite a lot because I'll end up getting food all over it, especially if I do roast lamb in the air fryer. Because you got to leave it go for 15 minutes on 200 degrees and then bring it down to like 180 degrees for like 40 minutes. So you've got to leave it on 200. Then you've got to flip the roast lamb over and then put it in for another 40 minutes. And then you've got to use a food thermometer to check the temperature. And if it's not hot enough, then you've got to put it in for another 10 or 15 minutes after that. But then you've got to roast it until it's cooked through and crispy on top. So it depends how crispy you want it. Today, my cleaner said she loves having bacon really crispy, and I went, the problem with me making crispy bacon is sometimes I fully burn it and it tastes like charcoal. It doesn't even taste like bacon anymore. And it's cooked so hard that when you're eating it, it's crunchy, like it's not even chewy bacon anymore. It's just crunchy, like crackling. And I don't like cooking it until it's so burnt that when you're eating it, it's like eating crispy chips because, it tastes like charcoal. So she said it could be cooked a bit more, and I'm like, no, it can't. No, it can't actually, because when I got it out of the fry pan, it was fully heated through. It was really hot. I mean, you put it on the plate, you couldn't even touch it with your hand. It was too hot. I'd already been cooking for 15 minutes at the time. So when I picked up some of the bacon, I showed her how some of the sides of the bacon were crispy. So if I had kept cooking it, the sides of the bacon would have gotten burnt and the middle of it would have just gone really crunchy. So then I would have been eating bacon with burnt edges and a really crunchy centre. So then some of it would taste like I'm eating chips or charcoal actually. And some of it would be really chewy but kind of a bit too crunchy to be just well-cooked bacon. So then she agreed that I had definitely cooked it safe, and I'm like, yeah, because when you cook it safely, even if you don't make it fully crunchy all the way over the bacon strip, it is still hot and it is still cooked safely enough to actually eat it. So that's when she said if it's on a burger, she likes it chewy rather than crispy. And I'm like, I like crispy bacon on the burger and on the plate, but if it's too crispy, it's just got too much of a burnt taste that I don't like. So when she was watching me eat it, she did realise that, yes, some of it was definitely crunchy because I was chewing it and it was crunchy. But it was chewy crunchy. It wasn't burnt crunchy. It was chewy crunchy. And then she went, no, you're not going to get sick. Nothing's going to happen. I'm like, well, I did tell you that I cooked it for a good while before putting it onto the plate. I didn't just cook it for 3 minutes ago. There you go. The bacon's done. I cooked it for a long time.
Stop button.
Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I will be back tomorrow. Yeah, I'll definitely be back on Monday, but I might be back tomorrow or Sunday. I will see what I am doing. I'm going to be playing a lot of Sortie Quest. Some of it I can play on silence, so when I've got my phone silenced and I'm watching videos, I can be doing boss fights and collecting all sorts of stuff. But if I'm hunting and fishing, then yeah, I've got to be using the sound effects to hear the fishing noise. It doesn't sound like fish, it sounds more like just a noise. And yeah, what's wrong with my finger? Could be how it is with holding the phone, I don't know. If I have to do fishing, I've got to hear sound effects. And if I'm doing hunting, I can keep the sound off. I can not use sound effects for certain parts of the game, but for other sections in the game, I have to use sound. So I pretty much have to do as much fishing as possible, then watch several videos with the game sound turned off, then have a break from the videos and go back to fishing, have a break from fishing and go back to videos with the sound off, sort of on and off basis kind of thing, all day tomorrow. If I end up talking to one of my mates over the phone, then that's great news too. Either way, I'll either be playing games while watching videos all day long, or I will be talking to someone on the phone and probably playing my game with the sound off. So long as I'm not doing stuff that requires sound effects, I can talk on the phone and play games with the noise turned off. And all anyone would know is that, yep, I'm talking to them and in the background I'm playing a game and using the braille display to read stuff without using voiceover, so I can be silently playing a game without even being noticed. Even though I might actually get really distracted and not end up playing the game anyway. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. We will see what happens.
Stop button. Stop button.
In any case, you all take care, have a decent morning, afternoon, night, or night, and I will talk to you at some point this weekend, and definitely on Monday. For some of you guys, it will be Sunday. I don't know which American time zones you are a day behind us, but it will be various points of the day on Sunday. When I do a recording on Monday in my time zone, it will be one day behind in America, to varying degrees. So if I talk at 3 p.m. on Monday, some people in America will be waking up on Sunday morning. For other people, it will be Sunday afternoon or lunchtime. I know it won't be Sunday night, but it will definitely range from probably 6 or 7 a.m. to around 2 p.m. on Sunday. So, yeah. It is very confusing for me to figure out time zones like that, because if I'm talking, it will be 24 hours behind. Which means I'm 24 hours in the future from some other people's time zones, which is crazy. So, yeah. In any case, I hope you guys all have a decent day, whichever time zone you're in, and I'll talk again at some point, and you'll catch me on YouTube in whatever time zone you're at. Yeah, life will just keep going as normal like it has been forever.
Stop button.